All right, so let's do Wacky Neighbors.
Can
Now-
only think of 4.
I put in. Oh, really? I
I
kind
of had the same.
You could borrow some of mine. I got plenty for you.
Now I put sitcom. Oh, I mean, it doesn't have to be sitcom, but I figured like Wacky Neighbors aren't going to be on like Dynasty or Dallas or.
Well, they're all wacky.
Well,
Bad.
What was that? What was that TV show with Terry Hatcher and Desperate Housewives?
yeah.
They were wacky neighbors.
Yeah, they were all.
They
Yeah,
were
the
all
whole
wacky.
cast. And hot. So. Yeah.
All right. Well, who wants to go first? Mark.
March, go.
I'll go first.
All right, hit it.
Lenny Squiggy. Vernon and Cherry.
Oh, that's great.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
That's tremendous.
Love 'em.
Wow.
Love
Wow.
Hello.
Ed Norton from Honeymooners.
Yeah, he's the OG right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This one's pretty obvious too. Kramer.
Yeah. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's stupid, but
Not stupid. He's the best. Yep.
the '70s show. Bob, the neighbor, the guy with the curly hair. He just
Bob.
Tanya
Oh, that's
Roberts'
I can
husband.
picture him. Yeah.
Sorry, oh, man, I'm shot. I thought you were saying there was a show from the 70s called Bob that had a wacky neighbor. I was waiting for you to say who the neighbor's name was.
no. That's
I was like, I never saw
show.
that. The Bob Newhart show? Okay, yeah. Okay, Bob from
Yeah.
that 70s show. Got it. Okay.
And then I got Mr. Roper for Three's Company.
Mm-hmm.
Over Larry Dallas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intriguing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Roper. Okay.
That was an impressive list, Mark. I gotta.
Yeah, that's a good list.
I
Lenny
forgot
and
a few of
Squiggy.
those guys.
Lenny and Squiggy. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
How do you
those
forget
guys
Lenny's?
were great. I wasn't even thinking of them, but they are the epitome of the wacky neighbors.
All right.
Are you next?
Heidi?
So I was having a hard time coming up with 5.
Oh, wow.
So I
Okay.
had really was thinking about like all these different shows I liked growing up, and I never watched this show, but
How about give the
Urkel
movies
was
a
an
rest?
obnoxious
Yeah,
neighbor.
Urkel. Yeah, he's top.
He was like the first person that kind of came to mind when I was like, who else? Skippy from Family Time.
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah, he's tremendous.
Yeah, I did too.
And I was like, I could do half of this list just with Three's Company, but I decided to go with Kramer
Yeah.
and Mr. Furley
Mr. Furley's definitely wacky.
and the Ropers.
Oh, so you're doubling up on Three's Company.
Yeah, I got to do 2 from Three's Company because I always had a really hard time. I hated when the Ropers left, but Don Knotts was so good as Furley that I had to throw him in there.
You want me to go? You want to go? All
I'll go.
right, hit it.
Kramer, obviously.
Yeah.
Your boy Schneider from One Day at a
course.
Time.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
great
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yes.
It's a great one.
Now, all right, this is where I need a little clarification because there's 3 people, but I consider them like one neighbor,
Yeah.
married with children. The Darcys,
Yes.
and then Steve Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
I can you have to get. Yeah, I mean,
Can I count them as one? Because I have more.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the Darcys / Steve Rhodes.
okay.
Yep.
Bentley from the Jeffersons.
Nice pull. That's a good pull right there, dude. Bentley was tremendous.
And then, well, I guess he's a neighbor. I mean, would you consider Grady from Sanford and Son
Yes.
a neighbor?
Yes.
Okay.
Of
'cause-
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this is
I was
great.
infatuated with Sanford and Son as a kid.
This is
I had a cat named Grady, named after
Nice.
Grady Wilson. Yeah.
Whitman Mayo, I believe his Christian name was.
this is great because other than Kramer, mine are all different. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So obviously Kramer. I'm going Larry Dallas from Three's Company.
Fair point.
Love Larry.
Larry was gonna.
yeah.
If I did 3
Yeah.
from Three's Company, Larry was gonna be one. Yeah.
Now, does Devon's qualify as a wacky neighbor?
I would think
I
so.
thought of that.
I would think so.
Right, lived
I
above
wasn't
the garage,
sure if
right?
he's-
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not wacky though. He's cool.
All right.
He was cool when we were 5.
Oh, he was cool.
Yeah.
He's still.
And I went
Henry
with
Winkler's just
I went with Robert Barone from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah.
he's
Was not a
family,
fan
but
of
he
that
is
show.
a neighbor.
Really?
I'm not saying I'm not a fan.
I
I
actually-
just never got into it.
I
Like,
didn't
never
really
watched
watch it either.
Oh man, it's like one of my top 5
Really?
shows. Yeah, I love that show.
His
He
voice-
was fucking hilarious too.
His voice is kind of annoying.
All right, you ready for this one?
His-
I'm gonna hit you up
Oh
with
boy.
Growing Pains, Boner.
Yes.
On the name alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stabone. Well played. Wow.
Some honorable mentions. What about
Potsy.
Potsy? But was he a neighbor?
He wasn't a neighbor.
Right,
He was
not
one
a
of-
neighbor,
but
yeah.
Whoa.
one of Rich's friends.
If you were close enough to walk to your friend's house, you were a neighbor.
Well, I feel like that's not. Nah, I don't think he qualified.
What about Kimmy Gibbler from Full House?
Full House. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I hated that show, but
Yeah,
I understand.
actually, I
She
didn't
does
like it either.
qualify. Yeah,
But
she qualifies.
she was a really annoying.
She's
wacky
wicked
woman.
annoying.
Yeah.
Speaking of Newhart, would Daryl qualify or was he a patient?
Well,
Which Daryl?
is it Daryl or his other brother Daryl?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Larry?
Would any of them?
I think his brother does, but not Daryl.
I don't think they're.
the other Daryl?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the other Daryl. Are they patients or were they? I'm trying to.
I don't remember.
What about Newman?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of like.
Did he live in the building?
Yes.
did.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He left
Upstairs, right?
Newman.
No, he was on the 5th floor, wasn't he?
I think
It's further down.
I thought he was upstairs. Right?
No, I thought he was on a
Building.
different floor. That's why he was like an oddball because he was on a different floor.
Yeah.
No, I just thought he was on like the east side or the west. Like he was on the opposite side of the floor.
Either way, he qualifies as a neighbor.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, who was Kevin's friend in the Wonder Years?
Wonder Years? The
Paul.
door.
Paul. Yeah. He was like lived down the street, right? He was pretty dorky.
I used to love Winnie Cooper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Winnie Cooper was. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on my laminated card back in the day.
All the boys had a crush on Winnie Cooper.
Yeah.
So she's been on Impractical Jokers.
Oh, she
because
has?
Murr, like, I don't know if Murr was like a member of her fan club or something, but he had a big crush on her. So they made him do this thing where he had to like make a real ass of himself with her. Danica McKellar was actually on the show. And and he had
Nice.
to do something really stupid.
I don't know if we can come up with a consensus here. I mean, Kramer obviously is.
I guess Kramer
is
has.
on-
Kramer is the,
I mean,
the GOAT, right?
He's the OG.
did anyone else say the Ropers?
Yeah, you guys. That was
We
a
did.
double,
Ropers?
right? Yeah.
Well,
Well, it was only
Mark
two.
said Mr. Roper.
I did, but I mean,
But
come on.
Helen was pretty wacky too.
So, yeah, we could go Kramer, and then like we
Lenny
should
and
say
Squiggy guys, come on.
Yeah.
Lenny
I mean,
and Squiggy's
I
pretty
would
good.
have.
What
I
are
vote
we
for them,
doing?
yeah.
That's pretty good.
They weren't on my list just because I hadn't thought of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
So Kramer, Lenny and Squiggy. See, I feel like Ed Norton should be there because he's like the OG.
He's the classic.
He was the original.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking of Mrs. Kravitz, but what was she? What show was that? I just remember she was like the first when we used to watch all those 1960s shows on Nick at Night.
Mrs.
It was like one of
Kravitz?
those. Mrs. Kravitz was the nosy neighbor. Every time someone from like
Leave
our
it to
parents.
Beaver?
Ooh, Eddie Haskell. Was he a neighbor?
Oh, Eddie Haskell.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That could be
No,
one.
Mrs. Kravitz was. It might have been Bewitched.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. She
That
was
could
one
be.
of. She was
I'm not.
like the
I'm
original.
not strong
nosy
on
neighbor.
on Bewitched.
I loved that show.
Well, those two of those shows like combined, like Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie, whatever, like they both came out at the same time, I think.
I think that's right.
Like-
Mid to late '60s.
Yeah, like one of them was
They would be
Bewitched,
on
the
like
other
a
one was,
right. They'd be on an afternoon block
Yeah.
on like channel 56, like Bewitched at 5, and I Dream of Jeannie at
yeah.
5:30. Yeah.
Which and they didn't they change the husband? And
On
Yeah.
Bewitched,
Jeannie?
they did.
Oh,
yeah.
Was it Bewitched?
Dick York to
Dick
It's like-
York to Dick
Not
Sargent.
even telling
Yeah,
anyone.
that's
They
right.
just like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's just swap this
I know.
guy out.
Which they did sometimes on other shows with
Yeah.
like the first season they'd have a kid that just wasn't working out.
Yeah.
So they would either get rid of the character or recast them.
Fresh Prince
I-
of Bel Air. They got the aunt was changed, right?
yeah.
Aunt Viv, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good call.
that was she had a little falling out with them.
Well, I remember when Empire Strikes Back came out. I thought that was a new Luke Skywalker. I didn't. I'm like, that's.
Oh yeah, because you got the accident.
I'm like, that's the same dude.
Yeah.
So he's in the new Stephen King adaptation.
Oh, is he?
Mark Hamill is, yeah. So Mrs. Kravitz, Gladys Kravitz was the neighbor on Bewitched. She was a problem because they didn't want anyone to know they were witches, and she was always peeking out the window and looking. But I remember,
remember
like
that
my
now.
parents used to say that whenever someone was nosy in the neighborhood. I was like, oh, it's Mrs. Kravitz.
Mrs. Kravitz.
Yeah.
So we have Kramer, the Ropers, Ed Norton, Lenny and Squiggy, and then
Dealer's choice.
Early.
well, I don't know if I want to double up on Three's Company though.
Come on, man. Schneider.
Schneider's a
Come
good
on,
one.
man.
Right. I'll go with that.
Cigarettes rolled up in his sleeves. Come on.
Let's go.
Cigarettes in the sleeve for the win.
Hammer in his belt.
Yeah.
Oh, strong
He's
stash.
always pulling up his pants.
Oh yeah. Never really knew where he was coming from. Like that dude had a
Skeletons.
dark side. Yeah.
Love me some Valerie Bertinelli, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
To this day, she's still looking good.
So did Eddie.
That made her hot too. Yeah.